Thank you guys again for being here. An awesome environment. I think that this was our, how many sellouts in a row? 77 sellout in a row. If you told me that a few years back, I would never believe it, but I'm thankful for all the people that worked to make it a sellout too. We got great fans. We got season ticket holders. Students were awesome. You know, a great game. That they're very talented. I was afraid of them offensively, as you guys could see. We didn't do a great job on that end of the floor, but we did enough. We play with great energy. These guys are getting better. And so we'll just keep plugging away, one game at a time. And it's nice to be home. And now we're on the road. Michigan, one of the best teams in the league, playing for the second time.
Questions?
Steve, you had said that sharing the ball is a priority for these guys. What do you think about the way they shared the ball, and how did that enable the 95-point outburst?
You know, Dylan, too, when he gets 9 assists and everything, and they played him a different way. It's one of the hard parts of our league is we don't play teams twice, so you can make adjustments the second time. We only play teams once, so every game is a little bit different how they attack, us. But I thought we did a really good job of sharing the ball at the end and, getting it to the right people. And I thought Lathan Somerville in the second half, after foul trouble, really managed his way around. I think Bryce was awesome today. He gave us great energy. And J. Mike always does what he does. And we made a ton of free throws, too, down the stretch. So sharing the ball, making free throws makes your life a little bit easier.
After the dunk in the second half, the huge dunk in the second half, the broadcast zoomed automatically to Tracy McGrady. He his face was in utter disbelief. This season you've been mentioned by a lot of greats, and including LeBron James. Just for you at this young age and this stage of your career, how impactful is that to have such an impact on the basketball world?
I mean, it's obviously a blessing just because growing up watching all those greats, saying my name, shouting me out, stuff like that. I mean, it's amazing. But I just go out there one time a day, every day. I just go out there, try to be my best, and I'm just gonna keep on working. The time gonna come.
Coach, I wanted to ask about the free throw shooting. Of course, 26 or 28 for the team today. Just really, really great stuff. Just how important was that, and how has he improved the free throw shooting, over the season overall?
Shoot for a pretty good percentage. But have J. Mike go 8 for 8 down the stretch, really never let him, get an opportunity to come back. So, very important. And we're a good foul shooting group. We spent a lot of time on it. They take a lot of pride in it. And, we're much better on the road, too. So to be well, at home, which we haven't shot the ball as well from the free throw line at home for whatever reason. So tonight to be able to do that was great.
Back there.
Steve, Bryce had a career-high 9 points today, also had a pivotal stretch where he gave you guys a 73-61 lead. I mean, what did you see from him today in his development?
He's been, high energy. He's a high-energy guy, and, just thankful that, he was able to come in this last 5-6 games and really help us. He's helped us in a lot of different ways today. He got it going with his offense, too, but blocked a couple shots, grabbed a couple rebounds. We needed it. We were in foul trouble up front, and nice to have Emmanuel back, but he obviously hasn't practiced, so, rhythm and all those things are hard for a big guy who hasn't really been on the floor much, but we hope to get him back and gives us another dimension, too, up front. But Bryce was great today. Big help. Big help.
Bring up Emmanuel. Just take us through how that happened, how he came back from a season-ending injury to be able to play now, and just...
Yeah, well, he had the surgery, and, he did a great job with rehab, and just thankful, and hopefully he feels good tomorrow, because that'll be a key thing for us. But, hasn't really practiced much, and, they gave him clearance the other day, said he wanted to try it, so got him in there, and, we'll see where it leads,
Has he practiced at all, or has he...
He practiced a little bit yesterday, yes.
Having the team back at full health, you guys practically punched your ticket to the Big Ten tournament tonight. You've won 2 straight. Do you feel like this team has a chance to make it a run?
Well, we just, one game at a time. You know how we go. So, and I tell these guys, don't listen to the phones today. Just keep, we're just trying to win one game at a time. So they're going to tell you you're good today, and don't believe them. And when they tell you you're not good, don't believe them. So, just stay the course. Well, one game, we're at Michigan. We got, tough stretch. So we never get too far ahead of ourselves, because we got to continue to get better defensively, too. It's a big number we gave up today.
Dylan, you've been coming to start the season as a freshman phenom. A lot of scouts in the building tonight all season. What are you hoping to showcase as down the stretch to the scouts to show that you're a certified NBA lottery pick?
I mean, obviously, I want to play my best game every night, but I mean, I don't think that's the reason I play this game. I mean, I play it for the guys in front of me. I mean, me and my teammates, we all practice every day together hard, work out hard, stuff like that. So I mean, it's obviously great having the scouts in there, but I mean, just not me. Everyone else showcases what they're capable of.
In the back there, and then we'll go in the front here.
Steve, what have you learned about your team the past 2 games in terms of character and just kind of their ability to bounce back when a lot of people were talking and wondering about this group?
Yeah, I mean, I try to tell them all the time. I wish, if I had a magic wand, it would be no phones because, for both directions, it's just not helpful to them. They've been very focused, and if you were at our practice yesterday, you would have said this team is ready to really, really play, and they practiced really well, and they were spirited, and we went on the road on that tough road trip. We were together for a lot of time, and we played Washington, tough as nails, and we hit every obstacle in that game, and they needed it, we needed it, and got it done. And then today to come back home, but to see our crowd again, which was awesome. It's our 77th sellout, which, real proud of all the work that people do to make it like that. But the fans make it a hard place to play. And USC really good. That's a talented group. They got a ton of transfers, and, I knew it'd be tough, but we had great practices, and this group's been pretty resilient, and I think now they're just starting to really focus on what's important, and what's important is the work that we do and the preparation that we do and the training room. If you guys ever saw what went into winning a game, you'd be mind-boggled at the film that they have to devour and the practice time and the hours and the shooting and, the individual clips and the individual time, and then with Rich and that. So it's hard to win one game. They've done a really good job of being focused on all the work that it takes. You just show up today at the game and no, it's huge. Emmanuel to come back, I think he had 20 rehab sessions in the span of six days or something like that. It's a lot. I'm proud of these guys that they're putting the work in and they're staying focused on the important things.
In the front.
Congratulations on 77 home games, is that you said, right? So
Yes.
77,
Yes.
that's big.
Yes.
In that time today, it was mentioned Tracy McGrady was here today. The question is for everybody at the table. What is your most memorable Tracy McGrady moment on the court? Including you, Coach.
13 points.
Okay.
The 13 points, that's
26
definitely,
seconds.
26 seconds. It's just, that's unheard of. When we be down 13, I'll be thinking that I can do it, but, that's hard to do. So, that's just a great moment.
Definitely what he said. I agree. I definitely agree.
Hey, I was just looking at him. I wanted to sub him in. He still looks like he can play, unbelievable size and shape. And I just admire a guy like he handled his pro career too with class and dignity. And those are the things that I say. And what just a gentleman. So those are the things that the dunks and the this and that. The guy's a gentleman. So really impressive person.
Like both of them said, the 13 points for sure.
Love it. Alex, last few here.
Combined for 15 points. Again, feels like they're always due for a couple big shots off the bench. How important is it to have that veteran presence that even when their roles have fluctuated throughout the year, they're ready to get those big looks?
Yeah, everybody important. They were able to wrestle some big rebounds too, Zach Martini, which helped us a great deal. But, Cuff can score the ball. He gives us a calmness too on the floor. Tip of the hat to him. He has a screw in his foot, and he could not practice or play. That was not too long ago. He just continues to. There's another guy in rehab all the time and doing what he needs to do to get on the court. So, just happy for those guys. They give us good leadership and some really good minutes.
Last two here, John and then Jerry.
Coach, fortunately, the team is finally getting healthy. Tonight, it seemed like you guys won with a death by 1,000 cuts. With everyone contributing, is this a testament to kind of what this team is capable of when fully healthy?
Yeah, we've really shown some signs during the course of the year, but it's nice to have all the pieces. We were really good against UCLA and some really good teams. We went to Nebraska. They had a 22-game home winning streak, and we were able to break that. So we've shown some signs. Now we're putting it consistently together. We scored 95 points is a lot of points, too. But got to keep getting better. Like the defensive end of the floor, this team has a chance to be good defensively. So we show signs, but we got to string it together and do a better job. And that's on me.
Jerry.
Steve, 37 points from your bench. How far have you come these past few weeks in understanding the best player combos when you're using 11 guys, there's a lot to figure out.
Yeah, it is a lot, and I will tell you this too. We play. I think the strength of schedule for us in the league is third toughest schedule in the league. So we've been tested. So there's 18 teams in our league, and we got the third toughest schedule in our league. I think that factors into some of the growing pains and some of the things. That means you're playing really good teams on the road, and no one ever mentions that. It's a young group. I mean, he's a sophomore, and we got 2 freshmen here. So we've learned a lot of lessons. When they have it going too, the combos are a little bit easier. So foul trouble always gets in the way. Jay Will tonight, in and out. Lathan, in and out. But when those guys are ready to play off the bench, it makes it really easy. And he came in and gave us great minutes. So he added another guy that played some big minutes for us tonight and did a great job. So we got to keep fighting through all the different obstacles that have come about. And I think we're getting payback now for all the lessons that these guys have had to play bigger minutes and those kind of things.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks so much for coming, guys. Appreciate it.